put down the volume or just stop this because yeah, I don't want that noise in my ear right now. Um, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're all doing well. It is officially the 18th. Oh shit. Love when I find out things I'm trying to do just don't work out. Cause fun time. Oh no, great, it's still uploading. Anyway, hi, hi. Um, look, today is gonna be a little bit of a different vibe, just cause how do I explain this? A lot of things have kind of pissed me off lately, if I'm being completely honest here. And I'd love to rant about it with you. I realize I get like overly passionate about things I really care about. Uh, and I think I can pinpoint why. I am a bit of an astrology girly, so I know my birth chart really well. We can get into that at another time. But first, within our first few moments, we're gonna do some housekeeping right now, okay? Okay, great. That's fucking loaded. Let's now we can get back to things happening. Sorry. No, but bit of housekeeping. As you can see, if you've, you know, been here for a while, we've been sitting comfortably with, what, 9 followers now? I'd love to try to get to 50 by April, and I believe we can do it. I believe we can build a good community where we all just kind of, have the safe environment where we can actually healthily explore our really negative emotions when that happens. But I don't want any sort of like bad negativity. I don't want bullying and stuff like that. So, let's be a good person, but also let's foster a safe community for all of us to kind of heal together from, I don't know, trauma that we've all faced as kids. But, oh, God. I have a lot going through my mind, and I'm gonna get it all out. Housekeeping. I know that the difference between 9 followers and 50 followers, big ass jump. I get that. So, what we're gonna do to keep everyone motivated for the sake of, well, I hope you guys willing to follow me on this journey. Very much appreciate you all. So, I have a bit of follower goals on here that I wrote down in my notes. I gotta remember to actually fucking keep them up because surprise, I'm not prepared at all. I just set up stream and was like, let's go, buddy. Anyway, if we hit 15 followers, we're gonna do, well, I'm gonna show you guys a roller coaster presentation I made in college. I think it's fun. It's really nerdy, and we are going to talk about Space Mountain in Disney, but not just Disney World. We're talking about Space Mountain and its different iterations around the world in all Disney parks. I find that fun. We're going to be talking about that at 15. So if you haven't already, please hit the follow button. At 25 followers, we're going to do something that I really been wanting to do, but I need the motivation and I hope you guys can help me out with that. 25 followers, we're going to be doing a Funko repaint. It's literally just me like further customizing a Funko Pop that I have for the sake of I just want to do it. I think it'll be fun. You see a lot of like doll repaints, and I'm like, you could easily do that with Funko. It'll be fun. 35 followers. We're gonna do a Hogwarts house quiz for myself. So we're gonna do it on Pottermore, and we're gonna do it on BuzzFeed to get those percentages. Just because I have identity crisis about that, but we'll see. And then 45 followers, which is really close to 50. We're gonna do a Lego building stream. It's just a small Lego thing I have. I think it'd be fun to build together. Just gonna chat and just build, build, build. And then finally, when we hit our goal of 50 followers, again, I want to try to get us to 50 followers. April. I will let you chat decide what we do for that stream when we hit 50. It has to be a normal day that I stream. Because yes, I'm going to have to do a schedule right now. But no, 50 followers. You get to decide. Anyway, that is all I need to say. Okay, we're gonna just talk about things that really grind my gears. as the title express. I can say words. I'm not getting tongue tied. I know English barely. But no, here's a big thing that kind of really pisses me off right now. I don't want to get into like really heavy stuff first. I'd rather keep it light and fun, and then later on in stream we can get to like really heavy stuff. But to be honest, this has been sitting with me since last night, and I was trying to have a good 2024, and things have been hitting really bad. What really pushed me over the edge was a conversation with someone who right now I kind of don't want to talk to anymore. If they're watching, I'm sorry. I genuinely just need space from you right now. And I get you care, but fuck you. Okay, let me explain the situation right now, okay? Let me just explain this. Obviously, as of right now, the economy is going to shit. Job hunting, now more than ever, is damn near impossible for just about everyone, not just post grads, and certainly not for like a feminine presenting person like myself in STEM. I always knew I was going to have trouble finding a job. Now more than ever, though, it's just damn near impossible for anyone at all to find a job. Statistically speaking, and yes, we're gonna talk about statistics because I am fucking backed up by science here. Statistically speaking, like most job applications, when you apply to it, the company never actually gets back to you. Like within a week, you will be ghosted. I think it's like over 60%. Within the first week, you will be ghosted by the company you applied to. If you're lucky, you get a follow up, but then they ghost you. And that happens within the first 2 weeks. And that's yeah, no, it's fucked up out there, guys. Majority of the time, even if you get the follow up, you get the interview, like they genuinely take you far along like the job process as possible, only for them to then say, "Hey, we think you are a great candidate. We think you are absolutely amazing. Really would be a perfect fit at this job. We're just going to go in a different direction." Or we want to see whether or not we have someone already in the company who already knows how everything works to fill this position before we take on anyone new. Normally, I'd be okay with it. It's understandable. But what really pisses me off is the fact that they'll still keep the job opening, like application up for months on end and then do the same thing to other people. That's annoying, right? Tell me I'm not the only one here. It is really annoying when that happens. But, I've come to terms with that. Like, everybody's struggling. I've seen more than enough TikToks in my day. Literally just today, talking about how it is damn near impossible for anyone to get a job. So what pisses me off the most, and again, what really grinds my gears, title of this damn stream, is when people, not just older generations, but people in general, say to my fucking face, "Oh, if you just tried harder, if you just, you know, did this, that, and the other thing, gain some skill, show them how absolutely amazing you are as a candidate and they should really hire you." You're acting like I haven't done that already. Like, I have told you, I have tried to have a several conversations with you about, hey, I'm really struggling right now. The only issue is I don't have the experience in the field that I'd like to do. Or I don't have experience in like most things because again, I was told I should focus on my schooling first and then, you know, get an entry level job as soon as like get out of high school, not high school, college. Blech. college, university, wherever you are in the world, what's called just, you know, extra school where you're paying to go to this damn school because America. Like, I I did not want to do retail. I did not want to work in fast food, but I had to because guess what? I need something to do over the summer. I can't do internships because no one wants me. I'm a feminine presenting person in STEM, and besides, most of the time I end up being like too young for them to really want to take me on. So, I get stuck doing like more like jobs I didn't want, but I needed to do just to have something to do. Now I need money. Like, okay, I want, as much as I hate the idea of working in corporate America, selling my soul to the fucking economic like machine, essentially just draining all life and joy out of myself for the sake of just getting money and literally watching my life go by, absolutely hating every minute of it, but money. Because that's the way it works in this damn system of America. Like I hate the system, but I have to play into the system so that I can survive. Just barely. And then I find out, oh great, statistic wise, people are saying that what? Gen Z, one, no one's taking a chance on any Gen Z person now entering the workforce because they don't like us. They don't like millennials. And I definitely don't like Gen Alpha, the new generation of like, younger kids. But not only that, like they're wasting time not trying to get like a really good workforce, like a new workforce into the field because ah, they're lazy entitled kids. Fuck you. No, we're not. We just see that the system is broken and doesn't work for us. And when we try to call that out, older people will be like, well, the system worked for us. Of course it fucking worked for you. You worked the damn thing. Mhm. But no, it's not only that. The general system does not work for anyone. Anyone who's like now in middle class, we're just dying out. I'm finding out that I would never get to retire if I did a traditional corporate job, right? If I got a job in corporate America, right? I would never get the chance to retire because I would continuously have to keep working because I could never pay off my debt because it's gotten that bad. And yet, so many people, not just my own parents, who, mind you, were quite literally born in the baby boomer generation, right? I have old parents. It's fine, right? So it's not only actual boomers telling me this. It's other Gen Z people who have decided to not enter the workforce just yet. Decided I'm still gonna be in school. I'm still gonna do that. Like to have someone say the same exact thing to my fucking face after we've had so many conversations of what this is happening. I was like, okay, I love this person to death. They are great as a human being. But I am not the same person that you met when we were in high school. And I know you are not the same person that you were in high school. We have both fundamentally changed, right? How can you sit there and tell me that I need to work harder, that I'm not doing enough to show how great I am as a potential candidate for a job? What? What? You're telling me, "Oh, I should try and, gain experience or like gain a skill and just show like do everything to show off that I would be a great candidate for this thing." You think I haven't already done that? I've literally had several conversations with you about this. You want to tell me that I just need to try harder? That hurt. Especially considering I've had this conversation with my parents, and a lot of the time they're not listening to understand what I'm saying and understand where I'm coming from and cut me some slack for how bad the situation has got. No, no, no. They're only listening to this conversation so they can react. So they can keep saying, okay, this is the mindset we have because this is how it was for us when we came here to this country and entered the workforce. And, like, as immigrants, too. Just, I would understand why. It's easier for them to find jobs then. It's not the same now. There are so many things out there telling you it's not the same. It's gotten worse. We are now, there is no way of paying off our debt anymore, trying to do traditional jobs. There's no way of beating the system if you become a part of the system. Now I have someone who I considered a near and dear friend saying the exact same thing. That hurts. That hurts because I genuinely thought, oh, okay, you understand me. Sure, you're not dealing with the same situation as I am, and you can't possibly understand the things that I'm going through because obviously our experiences are going to be different. But how can you sit there and tell me that it's somehow my fault that as of right now I have to be very stagnant in the career I had to pick when I was 17 and had no clue about what the world was going to be like? How dare you? So, yeah, no. After that, I had trouble sleeping and ended up sobbing myself, to bed for about an hour or two. That was fun. That was a fun time. Sorry for all the movement. I have this all set up on my bed right now, and I'm moving a lot. I I can't possibly try to. I mean, I've been always recent in a lot of recent conversations with this person have felt very awful. I always end up feeling really bad about myself whenever I talk to my parents about this. So I just kind of stopped talking to them about this. But now to hear it from someone I considered to be a close friend, I can't. I don't know. Especially someone I consider to be like one of my best friends, and now it's just. Now you're adding on to the issue. And every time we've had a conversation, especially recently, I have felt less like a person and more like a Rubik's Cube that you want to solve. I'm not a person, I am a problem, a situation that you just need to fix. I understand that's your personality, understand that that's how you operate, but that is not how I operate. So please, when we talk, I don't need your advice, your solutions. I can figure that out myself. We both know I definitely am smart enough to figure this out myself. But fuck you right now. As of right now, I'm saying fuck you. I genuinely just need space and time from you. So, let's see, like, in a month whether or not I still want to talk to this person. Because as of right now, I can't imagine staying friends with them. I really can't. Which is an awful thing to say because I've been friends with them since sophomore year of high school. So, sophomore. Yeah, I've been friends with them for like 7-ish years. And now that we've grown up as adults, I think we're like fundamentally different. I, as of right now, I can't really stand being around you. But we'll see how I feel in a month. Anyway, that's the main thing that's been on my mind right now. I don't like when I fight, but I think this is a one-sided fight anyway. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop thinking about this before I actually start crying because it genuinely hurts whenever I have to think about, hey, kind of don't want this person in my life anymore. Just because it, I can't do it. I can't. Words are escaping me about how to talk about this situation, and I'm like, love them, but fuck you. And that's the general sentiment right now. Love you, but like also fuck you, and please don't talk to me. I might I might say lose my number in like a month, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, here's something that also pissed me off the other day. So, this if you don't know, there's a very popular streamer known as Tommy Innit. He streamed on Saturday. At the time, I missed the live stream because I went to see the Mean Girls musical movie, which is actually really great, and I will talk about this actually. But yeah, no, Tommy Innit did a stream with Wilbursit. They ended up talking about movies, and they brought up Everything Everywhere All at Once. Great movie. Love the movie. Love the whole Asian representation of it all. I love the story, and I like how absurd it can get. But at the end of the day, it's like a very human story. What really pissed me off about that whole conversation was the fact that they brought up the two supporting actresses from Everything Everywhere All at Once. One being Jamie Lee Curtis, and the other being Stephanie Sue. Or I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Fuck, I just realized this. I'm so sorry. Please don't take my Asian card. Ugh. But anyway, yeah, no, they brought those two up. And it's like the whole cast is like very star-studded, and then to have Stephanie, I'm pretty sure like for Everything Everywhere All at Once, this is Stephanie's like big break. So they talked about the performances. What really pissed me off is the fact that they're like, yeah, no, this movie is great. I just didn't like the daughter's performance. And I thought that, you know, and then they brought up Jamie Lee Curtis being an exceptional actress. Like, love Jamie Lee Curtis. Don't get me wrong there. I think she did great for the small role that she was giving. But you're telling me in a movie about an Asian family that this whole thing meant so much for the Asian community, and really just it did so much with showing that representation and doing that storyline. You're telling me you're gonna push a white actress over an Asian actress for a movie that is supposed to mean so much for, you know, my race of people, which was the whole thing that people brought up when they were doing awards, was the fact that they were pushing for a white actor over an Asian actor when, like, quite literally, Stephanie did much more in the movie than Jamie, and also like the general problem that they were really focused on in the movie was the family dynamics in like an Asian immigrant family, right? It's talking about the deterioration of the relationship between mother and daughter, where the daughter finally is like really fed up with trying to live to the impossible standards that her mother has placed on her. And the fact that, like, oh, I cannot live up to this. I will never be good enough for you. Like that type of thing. it was fascinating to see, and I love the movie. I love, mom, like Michelle Yeoh's character, the mom, figuring out how to not only like live with the decisions her daughter was making for herself and understanding that her daughter is her own person and like trying to be okay with that, but also realizing I need to break the cycle of generational trauma that I've done. Just because my own father hurt me does not mean I should hurt my daughter. And also realizing like just because, other people don't do things the way I'd like them to, it doesn't mean that their struggles, what they do, are any less valid. That is the whole point. Like, that is the heart of everything everywhere all at once. And really hate the idea that I have to bring up race for this. Because again, I don't like bringing up heavy topics, but this pissed me off when I was rewatching the VOD. Not rewatching, I just watching the VOD from that stream. I was like, this movie was not made for you in mind. Stephanie's performance was not made with you in mind. Her performance was made for people like me. It was so refreshing to see not only an Asian American feminine presenting person on screen, but to also make her queer and to have the fact that she's like very understated for a lot of it, where it's like the silent tears flowing down as she's like driving away after getting hurt from a conversation with her mother. Like the idea that, oh, your own parents pushed you to do what they want so much, like so bad, that it ends up mentally breaking you, which I'm sure we've all fucking experienced. We have all felt that pain and that guilt of like, if I'm not good enough for them, I don't think I'm gonna be good enough for everyone. Red also talks about this as well, and I think it's also really well done. Like turning red, having when they go to the magical panda forest, and May, the main character, meets a younger version of her mom, where she's just sobbing and just being like, I'm never gonna be good enough for her. If I'm not good enough for her, I'm not gonna be good enough for anyone. Like that. Again, same messages, same theming, because that is what we all go through. Like, I understand where the parents are coming from. When you are an immigrant in a foreign country, you do everything you can to prove to the other people around that you belong here just as much as anyone else. You may look different, you may sound different, but that does not mean you have any less right to be here. So then to have, you know, first generation kids, there is going to be that, like, sort of distance between the culture that their whole family is really in and what they experience. There's gonna be that distance because it's hard to like really submerge yourself in that when you're trying to essentially be two different identities at once. You're trying to be Asian enough for your parents and be really involved in the culture and language, but you're gonna have issues with it because you also, and this is something your parents also push you to do, you're also trying to be like American enough or whatever foreign country you end up being in. You're trying to prove to everyone else that you are just like them. But also, you're just like the people, like your people. It's frustrating to deal with. It's hard to do. The thing that pissed me. Yeah, no, and I'm like, here are these two white men talking about an Asian film and pushing an Asian, like a white actor, over an Asian actor because they didn't like the performance because they didn't get it. I think that was the issue. Like, like it's not. something that you would relate to because you would not have that issue. That I don't know. It hurt a lot to watch. So it was like, ah, Wilbur Soot, I admire you. I do very much enjoy the music that you make. I've also watched a lot of your content, mostly just QSMP stuff because I love your daughter. Love Tallulah. But this opinion of yours for everything everywhere all at once, you can go fuck yourself for that. Because it wasn't done for you in mind. It was done to accurately show what was happening. And the fact that the whole premise of everything everywhere all at once is very absurd and out of place and goofy, to have someone who not only has to go through all of that, but does it in a very grounded and human way, I personally really enjoy. Difference of opinion, I know, but just pissed me off the most when you push a white actor over an Asian actor for a movie that is about the Asian immigrant experience and the family dynamics that you are forced to deal with, as especially as the kids grow up. That really grinded my gears, to use the title of the damn stream. Oh, okay. Let's talk about Elemental. The new, well, not really new. This is a Disney movie that came out last year, 2023, for the summer. I'm angry about the marketing of the movie. Okay. okay. Give me a moment. I'm gonna let you guys listen to some music because I have to get some water because my throat is starting to hurt. So, transition. Enjoy the music. I will be back. Just gotta get some water. Oh, I'm back. I got my water. I was talking about Elemental before I left, yes. Okay. Elemental. Great movie. The movie was all about, you know, elements, all being people and whatnot. And the whole marketing of the movie was this whole Romeo and Juliet thing, where it's like, oh, she's fire, he's water. They can't, elements can't mix, but we want to be together anyway. Like, that was the whole marketing of it. And then you go to watch the movie. It has nothing to do with the romance. Yes, it's like there is a romantic subplot, but overall, the movie was not about the romance. Yes, it helped like push along and really start off some things, but like in general, it was about the fire. It was about the main character, Ember, trying to decide, do I want to do something for myself with how my life is going to be done? Or do I sacrifice everything, sacrifice my life to do what my father wants me to do? I That's an interesting thing. Also very random. Hello, tadpole. Um, I might answer that question if you hit the follow button because right now we're trying to get to at least 50 followers, so I might answer that question if you like. Yeah, no, I'm trying to get to 50 followers by at least April, so I'm gonna try to sneak that in as much as possible. Do I have hidden talents? I mean, I can play the ukulele, but that's more self-taught than anything else. Um, I I know my sister plays the bass, and I watch her do that a lot. So I'm sure it's not a hard thing to try to learn. Piano also. It's a lot of instruments coming to mind right now. I mostly doodle. Do I have hidden talent? Don't think I can juggle. I've definitely tried in the past, but sure wouldn't be too hard to learn. I don't know. I don't know. Why is nothing coming to mind? Like, I love how it all blanks out the moment you're like, are there any talent? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. Ah. No, damn. I was talking about Elemental and the fact that I was very much hating the fact the whole marketing was about romance when the whole damn movie was more about, like, again, Asian representation and family dynamics. Eh. I can burp uncontrollably because of acid reflux. Is that a hidden talent? I don't know. Could be. I'm decent at assembling furniture, mostly just because I like to read the instructions beforehand. But most of the time, I can figure it out if there's no instructions. So yeah, I've definitely put together like my I've put together like a mechanical windmill for uh for a college advanced lab before figuring out there was instructions, and most of that was already done. And I was like, oh cool, I already figured this out. Then again, we had to like take off some parts, and they were like very stuck together that my partner ended up like scratching their finger and like intensely bleeding and had to leave to get a band-aid. But no, I can figure out how to build things pretty okay without instructions. Try guys, call me. I can figure out things without instructions. If you ever decide to bring back that series without instructions versus without a recipe, I think I can figure it out. But yeah, no, damn, this question's now got me so I don't know. But thanks for the question. I am going to be thinking about this for a bit. Hidden talents. Who knows? I definitely want to teach myself the dance from the Trolls 3 movie, which is, the one with NSYNC. I figured out most of it to be honest, but might make my own spin on that, might not. But yeah. Usually if I watch something like that, like especially any sort of dance, if I watch it, I usually can figure out the dance move pretty quickly. I figured out most of the dance moves from the Barbie movie actually. When they do the dance the night sequence, I do have to rewatch it again just to make sure that I get the like steps on the beat properly. But yeah, that's I fuck if I know. Damn, I was on a ranting like ah tadpole, tadpole. I appreciate the question, but damn, I was fuck. What was the wording I was gonna use? I was on a roll with this rant. Damn, now I'm thinking about that. But no, Elemental. It's a great movie, and I think you should give it a chance. It's okay if you don't like it. You don't have to like it. I just saw myself in the main character, Ember, where it's like, I want to be able to, like, enjoy myself, enjoy. my life and have fun. But also, like, I know my parents have sacrificed everything to be here and sacrificed, me having, well, sacrifice everything to make sure I can have a good life. So the least I can do is sacrifice my life to do what they want. But in the end, that just makes you incredibly miserable and unhappy when you realize that what they want for you isn't what you want for you. Damn, this all goes back to the first topic of like, fuck the system, fuck economy, fuck everything in life. Where it's just like, I want to do something that makes me happy, and I know it's not what they want. I just, yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel better after that, actually. Oh, okay. Let's talk about the Mean Girls movie, actually, because I've been seeing so much hate online for it, especially because a lot of people did not realize that the Mean Girls movie was a musical, and I was like, they, they didn't advertise it as a musical, so I'll give them that. But also, considering the fact that a lot of the trailers have like big dance sequences in there, and like it was announced that the Mean Girls musical was gonna be turned into a movie. So all of us Broadway girlies could be excited for that and watch that. It was like a very big thing that happened. I think because of the fact that I'm on like Broadway TikTok and also Broadway Instagram because I follow Broadway Roulette. I love Broadway Roulette. It's let me see majority of the Broadway shows that I have seen, which is I think about 27. It might be up to 30. I have to count the amount of playbills I have to figure out that number again. But yeah, no, I've seen a lot of Broadway shows because of Broadway Roulette. So I'm on that side of the internet. So I knew beforehand that the Mean Girls movie was gonna be a musical. The thing that I was like kind of disappointed in, not even kind of, I was extremely disappointed in the outfit choices that I was seeing in the trailers because I was like, oh, these are the plastics. The plastics are a very distinct group of girls. They also have their own very distinct personalities. And like the clothing from the plastics, especially from the original movie, the whole thing about them is that they're supposed to be very aspirational. They're supposed to be like this is femininity and like wealth and just opulence and like these are the girls that are just the trendsetters. So to have them walk around in what they did, especially during that trailer when you first saw the outfits, it's like, oh, those are not my mean girls. Those are not my plastics. After watching the movie, Renee Rapp can do whatever the fuck she wants, and I am here for it. I love, I love Renee Rapp just being so out of pocket in interviews, and then just to be so gay for Rachel McAdam. Yeah, no, no, and seeing how she played Regina, you're like, oh yeah, no, 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 I get it. I'm here for it. I'm here for her. Okay, how do I say this name? Ivanka? I don't remember how to say her name. It's fucking blanking me. Shit. But no, Karen Smith now Karen Shetty because we gotta. She's not white anymore. She's brown. Yeah, no, she's great. I love her as Karen. Definitely like sweet but stupid vibes. I It's not bimbo, but she does give off bimbo. And like her outfit choices are fine. It's just none of her like personality. Again, not really aspirational, and it's fine. The thing that let me down the most was Karen. Like, sorry, not Karen. Gretchen's outfits. Cause like, especially in that trailer, when you look at them, I know who's Regina. Purely for the sake of I just know Renee Rapp. Because my sister is obsessed with her music. And to be honest, fair. She's a damn good musician. Love her, love her so much. But looking at that like picture, oh damn, I can look up for the picture. I can look up the picture. Mean Girls plastic, so we can talk about it. Sorry, I have to put 2023 because, of course, there we go. Open image in a new tab. We're just gonna look at the image together. We're gonna look at the image together so you can fucking understand how I feel about this. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Transition! This! So, Regina George, obviously, always in the middle. Renee Rapp, love her. I love her being so amazing. But, like, Regina George in pants. She looks like all of these three outfits are very much giving Shein. And I don't mind. I mean, I understand fashion is like a very popular thing to do. But looking at this picture, can you tell me which one is supposed to be Gretchen and which one is supposed to be Karen? You can't. You would assume that this is Karen, right? Especially because, look. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Like, look at this. Her bra is showing. This is not flattering anyone if you have that thing all the way down here and having your bra showing out. You think it's Karen because Karen is supposed to be like the most sexually active one of the three with them. She's very ditzy. Like, you'd think that was Karen. Not, yeah, Karen. So you assume, okay, so the other one must be Gretchen. No, 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 no. It's the other way around. This one, this tall drink of water with long hair, long, luscious, curly hair. She's actually really pretty. I'm not gonna be gay right now, though. I'm not gonna be that gay right now. This, the one all the way on the left, is Karen. And the one all the way on the right is supposed to be Gretchen. You're telling me that Gretchen, daughter of what? The toaster strudel king, the one who's supposed to be super wealthy, is dressing like this. You're kidding me. What? 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 And like Regina, I like the fact that they leaned more into like masculine stuff because in general, like Regina is very much who? What is the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? Who's what is the word I'm looking for? I'm sure it'll come to me eventually one of these days. Imagine it comes to me off stream and I'm gonna be so pissed at myself for that. But no, it's like Regina has always been like the go-getter type, very feminine, which is the pinks, the corset top at the bottom. And like you can see she's got curves and she knows it and she very much yields it. But she's also like a very masculine type of energy. Very much, I know I'm in power. I know I'm the top bitch. You will bow down to me. That is the essence of Regina. So I'm okay with this outfit. I love Renee a lot in this role. I mean, she did it before when she was 19, now at 23, doing it again. Fuck, she's so good. And then this girl, Avantia? I don't remember how to pronounce her name. So sorry. See, I don't mind her outfits as much, especially throughout the whole thing. Like, it's still very fun, very feminine, very preppy, very much fashion of the now. Then I'm like, okay, I can excuse her outfits being a little like bland and kind of Shein looking. I cannot excuse Gretchen outfits. Because Gretchen's outfits are like right, we have a third girl that we also need to dress very feminine and let's just do this. Like it feels like Gretchen was an afterthought in all of this. Which is upsetting because considering the fact that like Gretchen is supposed to be second in command and knows everything, like that's sad. That is sad. Katie was pretty much the same between like the Mean Girls. Yeah, no, between the Mean Girls movies Generally same fashion, very like naive, tomboyish type thing. So I don't mind it. They brought back um Tina Fey's character and God, I don't remember his name, but they brought back the teacher and the principal for this, and they're not together in this movie. So yay! I love that continuity. I love that little continuity thing. Makes me happy. Makes my brain happy. Um, to be honest, like people comparing the music between the Broadway musical and the movie, that's unfair. Because for Broadway in general, when you sing, when you act, you got to do everything big and out there and overdoing it so that people all the way in the back can see what you're doing, but also project enough so that people in the back can hear you. Versus a movie, I mean, you go in the studio and that's it. You can then just layer that over whatever you're acting in the movie. And in the musical, if you want a big chorus number, everybody has to sing. So everyone, you feel that energy. Versus movie, like movie soundtracks especially, like you can get at least one person and just make it sound really big. Like Kristoff in the second Frozen movie with all of the reindeer, it's all just Jonathan Groff. Jonathan Groff is just singing with Jonathan Groff, who's also singing with, you'll never guess it, Jonathan Groff. What? He's doing all of the voices, all of those harmonies for Lost in the Woods from Frozen 2. So the fact that like Revenge Party in the Mean Girls movie doesn't have the same like boom, same punch to it, it is a little upsetting. You're also comparing what how Katie sounds in the movie to how Katie sounds in like Broadway. You can't compare the two because Broadway actors are very much like you have to be able to sing, dance, and act all really well at the same time. Versus the movie, you don't really need to bring as much firepower. You can just daintily sing. I think God, I hate to do this to her, but Amanda Seyfried in Les Mis, the 2012 movie, like she knew that she was not in the place that she liked to be vocally, and they're singing live, so it's very breathy and like breathy. She's struggling to keep those notes as high as they are and keep them for the longer periods. Versus if they did it like people in like the Les Mis Broadway musical, they know what they're doing. They have like train themselves to be able to do that for long periods of time because again, Broadway actors, they act live eight times 8 times a week, and every show has to sound absolutely amazing, otherwise you're disappointing your whole audience. One of the songs that a lot of people didn't really like in comparison to the musical was Sexy, and that was Karen's number. Now personally, I really liked Ivanka, or I don't know how to say her name. I'm so sorry. But I liked her voice. I liked like her I liked her voice. I like how she did the low notes. I think that she definitely has more of an alto voice than like alto to mezzo soprano voice than like actual soprano voice. The music is fine. It's a lot more like dubstep, modern type of music, which I don't mind. But when you put them side by side with the musical, I'm gonna prefer the musical more. Renee Rapp, her voice has gotten so much better between when she was 19 when she first did Regina George to now 23 doing Regina George for the movie. Her voice is smooth like butter. Oh, I feel like yeah no. The introduction of Renee Rapp as Regina George was already a gay panic for me, and then throughout the whole movie was a gay panic. Anytime she was on screen, and especially when she was singing. Oh, her and World Bird is fucking awesome. If you haven't seen the movie, please do. It's it's great for what it is, but it's not like the Broadway musical. And I don't like people comparing the two so much. Because I'm like, yes, it's an adaptation, and it is essentially the same thing, but like, it's different type of acting, different types of like circumstances, so you really can't say much. Let me think. Oh, the guy that played Aaron in the new Mean Girls movie. I'm gonna show you a picture of him because I'm like, okay, Mean Girls 2023, Aaron Samuels. Yep, I will. Yep, this is right. This is it. Okay, open image in new tab. I'm gonna show you who they got to be Aaron Samuels for the 2023 Mean Girls movie. This guy. This guy from The Summer I Turned Pretty. It's, I think, the older brother, right? I don't remember. I didn't watch it, so. Yeah. Anyway. I don't see it. I don't. To have, like, these two really pretty girls fight over this. It just looks like some guy. Yes, he does look like he belongs in high school, so like I'll give him that. But this is supposed to be the guy, like this big. I don't know. I don't know the words I'm looking for. But like this is supposed to be the guy that every girl wants. This is supposed to be like the reason why Katie decides I hate Regina and I want revenge against her. This guy. This guy. I guess he's cute. I mean, he's not my type, but to be honest, I feel like he was more of a beard for Regina and a way to control Katie, more than actually wanting to be with him. God, I don't see it. I don't see it. I really don't. He genuinely just looks like some guy. And yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the whole yes, I do anything just to get with him. Like I don't see it. I I can't. I to be honest, a little disappointed in the fact that these two girls are fighting over this. Yeah, no. I mean, no, wait. Let's look together, right? I'm gonna look up Mean Girls 2023. Kevin G. Yeah, there he is. Where? Fuck, where is he? I think this is the original Kevin G. Nope. No, but the new Kevin G, I was like, oh, okay. Great. I like him. I understand anyone having a crush on him. No, that's the original. Here we go. This guy. This guy. Okay. Open the image in no tab. There we go. This guy. This guy with Kevin G. I think. Really think. I'm not sure. But no, I was like, oh, seeing him in the movie? Okay. Yeah. I believe more of a crush on him than on Aaron. I don't care if he was a mathlete. He was, in my eyes, better looking than Aaron. And I'm sorry to all the girls that like fangirled over him for, the summer I turned pretty. I'll see it. I'll see it. I don't know. Maybe it's my own personal preference that I'm just kind of like, eh, you know. Yeah, so that was interesting. I might make a TikTok about that just for the sake of why the fuck not. But yeah, that's I think I've gotten over majority of the things I wanted to see. Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. It was nice to get all of this off my chest. Everything that like pissed me off recently. And generally just things I wanted to talk about with you guys. It's fun, surprisingly. Okay, so I'm probably gonna go fuck around on the internet just a bit longer. Just yeah, no, that's a nice way to relax. Okay, I'm gonna bring up housekeeping again. Please, guys, we're trying to get to 50 followers. Hopefully before April. I'm gonna hold you guys to that again. April, which according to MatPat, even though I know he's retiring, Style Theory is going to do a little fashion show in April. So hopefully we'll have 50 followers for us to like watch and react to that. I do want us to try to watch that together. That'll be fun. I mean, you guys can watch on your own, but like, wouldn't it be more fun to watch with friends, even if it's just internet friends? And I will definitely be talking. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. Again, we're trying to get to 50 by April. So, in order to do that, I'm gonna set up some follower goals for you guys. You know, since doing this, and especially how cold it is right now on the East Coast, I definitely feel very warm. So, anyway, at 15 followers, so we're getting there, guys. Getting there! Anyway, 15 followers, we're going to talk about roller coasters, how they're built. We're going to talk about Space Mountain and how it was translated to all the different Disney parks around the world. Why? Because I'm a nerd and I find that fascinating. We're going to talk about that together. At 25 followers, we're going to do what I would love to do more often of. Definitely going to try to do more of. Hell, I feel like I should start picking up like DIY shit. Like DIY Funko Pops, because that'd be fun. We're gonna do a Funko Pop repaint. I have a custom Funko Pop that I made from FAO Schwartz. Back when the world was starting to open up again. After the whole quarantine situation. Anyway, I have that. I want to customize it more, so I have a lot of metallic paints and some brushes from when I decorated my college cap. Because yes, I did decorate it. It's quite pretty. And that was not the original plan for how it looked, for what I wanted to do. But I don't hate it. But yeah, we're gonna repaint that Funko Pop. I'm just gonna make it a little bit more customizable to me. Might put it in the background somewhere so we can look at it and appreciate my little handiwork. If the paint chips, I mean, it's gonna suck. But I know that they're. If I spray it with MSC, Mr. Super Clear, it should be able to stay a little longer, but money. So, no. But anyway, that's happening at 25 followers. 35 followers. I'm going to take the Hogwarts house quiz on Pottermore and BuzzFeed so then we can find out definitively what is my Hogwarts house. And then, do that on BuzzFeed so then we can get percentages of all the different houses where they rank, not only for me, but we're also going to do it for you, chat. I'm going to have you guys also take this Hogwarts house with me. I mean, obviously separately, but collectively, y'all got to decide together what you want to answer. So keep that in mind. 35 followers. At 45 followers, which means we're getting real close to our goal, but not quite. 45 followers, we're just going to do a small little Lego building stream. I have Legos for Star Wars X-Wing Jet. Sorry, I had to read the thing to remember what it was. But we're going to build that together. It'll be my first time really playing with Legos. So, love to share that experience with you guys. We can just chat and build together. So, if you do have some Legos with you, we can build together then. Or, you can just watch me build. And then, finally, at 50 followers, you, my lovely chatters, my lovely singing, Sorry, need water. Okay, 50 followers. You, my lovely chat, you, my Cine gang, because really need to remember I'm calling you guys Cine gang. Because, of course, I'm thinking about food always. Filipinos represent. Anyway, 50 followers. Chat gets to decide what we do for stream. Nothing too crazy, and to be honest, nothing involving money, because your girl needs to save money, because student loans are not cheap. Mm. Anyway, I think that's it. I think that's all I gotta say. Thank you all for coming. Please, if you haven't already, please hit the follow button here on Twitch if you are watching over on YouTube, because I do post these VODs to YouTube. Please consider hitting the subscribe button. Maybe hitting the like button too if you enjoyed what you've seen today. That's all. Thank you all for coming. I hope you have a good night, day, week, month, year. I'll see you guys next time. Probably tomorrow. Probably gonna end up streaming earlier than today. For the sake of why the hell not? I did this stream today in terms of spite, and I'm okay with that. I'm a petty bitch. Bitch, fine. Anyway, thank you all for coming. Please go scatter on the internet because I don't know if do I want to try to raid someone actually. Do I have? Eh, nah, nah, nah. Y'all can go scatter to whatever corners of the internet you want to. But thank you all for coming. Thank you for listening to me, watching this. Um, Thank you, Tadpole73, for hitting that follow button. For the rest of y'all who are watching this and you enjoyed this, please consider. We have fun here. Anyway, I'm gonna stop streaming now. Alright. Bye! Stop stream.